skinned shit, nigga, that's just lame. That perpetuating all the self-hate from slave masters, that's just lame. That black people tearing down each other over skin color, that's lame. With that said, your light-skinned duck lip picture taking ass lame. I don't even know. Niggas used to hit the weight to get swallowed. These new niggas go to real to get an authentic music. And I feel like these niggas really wanna be some cold bitches. We don't plant proof, it's some cold bitch. We don't talk to minors, that's some cold bitches. Dropping young hoes, get some grown bitch. Get them pedicures and some toes, niggas. Get them pedophiles at your home, niggas. So you got 100 million flows. Met your woman, got you better than the glow, nigga. Yeah, these tryhards be trying so hard to sound tough. Are we rapping? Then I'm clapping at the BBL. Sound up, I'm chipped up with loud guns. So if you see me put up, it's 100-round drums. You can make change and get round up. I'm Drake the type of nigga memes, had me on the road, nigga. And you let a fake ghost face talk to your soul, nigga. You planting evidence, you sound just like COINTELPRO. Do I expect your ass to get the reference? Hell no. You disconnected from the culture and we can tell, bro. That's why nobody buy that gangsta shit that you sell, bro. That light skin versus dark skin shit, nigga, that's just lame. That perpetuating all the self-hate from slave masters, that's just lame. That black people tearing down each other over skin color, that's lame. With that said, your light skin duck lip picture taking ass lame. I don't even know. Niggas used to hit the weight to get swallowed. These new niggas go to real to get an authentic music. And I feel like these niggas really wanna be some cold bitches. We don't plant proof, it's some cold bitch. We don't talk to minors, that's some cold bitches. Dropping young hoes, get some grown bitch. Get them pedicures and some toes, niggas. Get them pedophiles at your home, niggas. So you got 100 million flows. Met your woman, got you better than the glow, nigga. Yeah, these tryhards be trying so hard to sound tough. Are we rapping? Then I'm clapping at the BBL. Sound up, I'm chipped up with loud guns. So if you see me put up, it's 100-round drums. You can make change and get round up. I'm Drake the type of nigga memes, had me on the road, nigga. And you let a fake ghost face talk to your soul, nigga. You planting evidence, you sound just like COINTELPRO. Do I expect your ass to get the reference? Hell no. You disconnected from the culture and we can tell, bro. That's why nobody buy that gangsta shit that you sell, bro. That light skin versus dark skin shit, nigga, that's just lame. That perpetuating all the self-hate from slave masters, that's just lame. That black people tearing down each other over skin color, that's lame. With that said, your light skin duck lip picture taking ass lame. I don't even know. Niggas used to hit the weight to get swallowed. These new niggas go to real to get an authentic music. And I feel like these niggas really wanna be some cold bitches. We don't plant proof, it's some cold bitch. We don't talk to minors, that's some cold bitches. Dropping young hoes, get some grown bitch. Get them pedicures and some toes, niggas. Get them pedophiles at your home, niggas. So you got 100 million flows. Met your woman, got you better than the glow, nigga. hard, they sound tough. Are we rapping? Then I'm clapping at the BBL. Sound up, I'm chipped up with loud guns. So if you see me clipped up, it's 100-round drums. You can make change and get round up. Drake the type of nigga memes had me on the road, nigga. And you let a fake ghost face talk to your soul, nigga. You planting evidence, you sound just like COINTELPRO. Do I expect your ass to get the reference? Hell no. You disconnected from the culture and we can tell, bro. That's why nobody buy that gangsta shit that you sell, bro. That light skin versus dark skin shit, nigga, that's just lame. That perpetuating all self-hate from slave masters, that's just lame. That black people tearing down each other over skin color, that's lame. With that said, your light skin duck lip picture taking ass lame. I don't even know. Niggas used to hit the waist to get swallowed because new niggas go to real to get an authentic.
What's cracking, family? For y'all in here? Yeah, dog. PCR. Peace to y'all. Shout out to the homie Colin, man. Hold on, let me pause that. Shout out to the homie Colin. Top Shata. Wataguan. Let me put my headset in so y'all get me a little bit clearer. Top Shata. What's up, family? I hope you're doing well. Big timer. Yo. Shout out to the space, right? Shout out to the space. Shout out to y'all that's in here. You know, I don't plan on being here long. But every time I say that, then, I tend to get long-winded and get to talking. But I don't think I'm gonna do that today. Man. Yo, Top Shotter. Yeah, you got this, man. you know, you got this. You got this. Blessings to you though. I know you say how you're in this space because we're inspiration to you and we give you a reason to, tap in and keep going. Brother, I pray to God that when I'm 67, I'm as in touch with the next generation and have as much vigor and energy as you do when you jump on these panels and you tell us the stories about PA and Big Mama and August Wilson and all that, brother. So salute to you. More life to you. We still got work to do down here, so I appreciate you. Just really quick, y'all know either something's always coming in the mail or something like that. I wish I could show y'all this Jason M. Patterson piece that came recently, but shout out to Hank. Hank told me not to get addicted, so I'm really trying not to. But I was at Target and I saw a Funko piece. Actually, I saw two of them. I saw the Master P one, and then I saw this one. And I'm not watching the NFL like that too tough, but I saw this one, and I had to get it. Um, you know what I'm saying? We are the best. Shuffling crew, shuffling on down, doing it for you. We're not here to start no trouble. We're just here to do the Super Bowl shuffle. I remember sixth grade when they went to the Super Bowl. I was in the sixth grade, and Miss Natty had us learn that song, and we was performing it for the school, and I had Jim McMahon's part, and I forgot it. They had to start it. They had to start it and stop it. Started it, stop it. I'm the Pucky QB, known as McMahon. When I hit the turf, I got no plan. What do you say? I just throw my body all over the field. I don't know what happened with my joint. I think because I got this headset and I pulled my camera. My bad, y'all. I'm the fucking QB, known as McMahon. When I hit the turf, I got no plan. I just throw my body all over the field. So I don't know. Anyway, had to get this Mike Singletary piece, man. Had to get this Mike Singletary piece, man. Just on GP. Just on GP. It's pretty dope. So y'all know me. I'm into collecting things, but not from a hoarder perspective. I'm really into collecting things that I think years from now my kids will be able to see it and tell. They'll have a impression or an idea of what it was like to live during this time. So y'all do know that. Just really quick, if you don't know, art is short for artifacts, and Now we know it as people, things that people create for, um, expression's sake. But no, I really want to be able to document and this moment in history, this time, and I want my seeds to be able to relate. So tonight's cap hat fitted. Yo, I think I showed this one before, but it's only fitting. I'm gonna tell you why for today. So this Chicago American Giants. This is inspired by the Negro League Baseball Museum, the History Museum that's in Kansas City. The exhibition that they had on display at the time that my man Todd went up there. I told you he did a series of new era caps. So you see the Negro League patch there. You see Negro League patch there, and then new era threading, gray undervisor, white guts, black liner, but that green. The exhibition that they had was like this exact colorway, this orange and green. This green represented the grass, and I think this orange represented um, the dirt, the dirt field. But today was a big day. Do y'all know what happened today? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Sound like Mars Blackman for Spike Lee. Do you know what happened today? Today, the records, the um, statistics from the Negro Leagues is officially incorporated into Major League Baseball. So, round of applause for everybody that worked on that. Salute, 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 salute. So we really get to see Big Josh Gibson, how he fares in comparison to Babe Ruth. We get to see Satchel Paige numbers official in the Major League Baseball. So shout out to Chaotic Truth because on his channel we talked about how the next 50 years what baseball would look like, what Major League Baseball will look like. I do tend to agree with him that it will not look the same. I think the sport will dwindle. It may be non-existent in another 50 years. In that time, I will be touching 100, right? But we'll see, right? But I think it's important for us to continue to tell our story. So this is Chicago American Giants. And gosh, I want to say it's Rube Foster. Let me look this up really quick because I don't want to give y'all the wrong information. But the Chicago American Giants was one of the first teams formed, and Rube Foster was the owner. Rube Foster. Was it Rube Foster? It's not letting me pull up. It's not letting me be great. Tonight we are going to talk a little bit about Drake. Rube Foster. He was a player and manager. Let me look up his and he's in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Okay. Rube Foster, American. Hold on, let me read this really quick. American baseball player and executive in the Negro League. He was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1981. Also considered by historians to have been perhaps the best African American pitcher of the first decade. Managed, also founded and managed the Chicago American Giants. Okay, and then one of the most successful baseball teams in the pre-integration in the one of the most successful baseball teams of the pre-integration era. Most notably, he organized the Negro National League, the first logo lasting. Wait, the first long lasting. My bad. The first long lasting professional league for African American ball players, which opened from 1920 to 1931. He is known as the father of black baseball. Okay, I got to read up on Rube Foster a little bit more. I do apologize, but I know he was integral in the founding of the Negro Leagues and that he managed, and I thought he owned the Chicago American Giants. But you got to remember that pre-integration era, yo, our athletes were absolutely amazing. And our ballparks were full. So when you do the knowledge on Jackie Robinson, it's not because the powers that be had a bleeding heart to let us into the sport. and acknowledge Jackie Robinson. There was a lot more. There was a little bit of uproar around that because there were a lot of players that were considered better than Jackie Robinson. Um, but nonetheless, it is what it is, right? Uh, Emmy, what up? What's the word? Y'all make sure y'all speaking because I probably won't get to everybody in the chat, especially once I start. I only pay attention like when I see the blue, what's the names. But um, this piece, make sure y'all greeting each other and speaking to each other and hitting the like button and all of the things, right? But this piece, because I know everybody's broadcasting tonight, I had this scheduled like a couple nights ago, but I really do listen. I know. Shout out to everybody that's kind of like, yo, I mean, it's over, right? The battle is over. Kendrick won, man. That was almost a month ago. You're exactly right. Why y'all still talk about it? I hear you, dog. You're exactly right. So this is may not be the stream for you. Uh Man, I'm sick of it. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake ain't going nowhere. Listen, man, there's so much to peel back. Number one, I'm so excited for hip hop still, and then there's still so much to peel back from not only from the lyrics, but from a strategic perspective, and then from just the implications of what the impact on the culture. When I say culture, I'm talking about hip hop culture, right? Does it matter by and large to the greater population of Black people? Not really, no. Was it entertaining for a lot of you? Yeah. So if you're a casual fan of hip hop, this is not gonna be the stream for you. You know what I'm saying? Um, if you're a toy or a decoy, this is not the stream for you. But you know what I'm saying? If you're a b-boy fanatic, you know what I'm saying? If you're an MC, if you're a graph writer, if you're a DJ, if you love and respect the hip hop culture, if you want to hear old head talk about hip hop and not just rap music, if you want to hear some, pontification from a square in the L7 and the lessons that I extract from this battle and the long-term implications, and somebody that's not just doing it for clickbait or saying stuff to be contrary, be a contrarian, then this will be the stream for you and we can have a decent conversation around it. So this BBL, I kind of want to start with uh, some of the stuff that Kendrick was saying in the battle that you know it's like this dude is clairvoyant, right? Because a lot of what he says we see. Let me put some on because I'm just hold on. A lot of what he said, man, we just kind of seeing it. Hold on, let me turn this down. Hopefully that doesn't overpower. Y'all can still hear me. Hopefully that's not too loud. But yeah, listen, Me, I'm not worried about the number of people. Like I can see who's watching. I'm not worried about the number of people watching per se. Sometimes it's just important for me to get these thoughts out. And then I want my kids to be able to see, where I was, right? And what my mindset was. Because even when I was talking to my son, and I think sometimes when me and him have conversations, he's contrarian for the sake of being contrarian. But I think this battle, if we peel back the layers, has some implications. Yo, who that? Was that Royce? What up with it, fam? So let me turn this down a little bit more. One day I will get StreamYard and all the bells and whistles. I think for the space that we in, I'm gonna pivot more to doing this type of content because I'm over the DNP conversations. I'm over the men or leader conversations. Listen, whatever you got going on in your personal space, that's your thing. If you want to catch me talking about that, more than likely I'm gonna be on King Talk on the Lapeef Network talking about that. But over here, we're gonna deal with a lot more culture. We're gonna deal with art. We're gonna deal with fashion and music and all those other things, man. And shout out to Normalized Therapy Cafe. I got one of their sweatshirts on today. The heart work is what it talks about, but especially as we rounded out Mental Health Awareness Month, um, that's like one of my happy places to go to, man. It's one of my happy places. So shout out to Christopher Lamarck, the owner and founder, and shout out to the work that they're doing. But anyway, so Kendrick, and he just said it too. Euphoric said, once a lame, always a lame. Once a lame, always a lame. So I know this commentary is a little bit late and probably uh so dated, right? That what I'm about to say probably it may be irrelevant to the ongoing conversation. However, there's a battle. Uh Kendrick drops, he steps on, okay. Drake drops. Kendrick does the like that, right? This is just a brief summary. Kendrick does the like that thing with Metro Boomin and Future, and then Drake comes back because that's kind of like a direct shot, right? And then Drake comes back with Push Ups, and then 17 days later, Kendrick comes back with. So I think Drake dropped 23 days after like that, and then Kendrick dropped 17 days after Push Ups. Then he came back 4 days later and dropped 616 in LA. Then Drake stepped on that with Family Matters, which was ooh, right? That was it. That was the new. 30 minutes later, Kendrick dropped Meet the Grams. Completely stepped on Family Matters. Family Matters, right? Okay. So if that Family Matters had lived, we might be having a different conversation, right? So Kendrick stepped on that and then came back again with Not Like Us that Saturday. So then Drake gave his swan song and bow out that Sunday with the Heart Part 6. Okay, so the dust settled. You didn't hear anything else from Kendrick. Next thing we know, we get a Twitter post from TDE. I think Top Dog really is who posted it and said, it was a good battle. You know, it's over with, so on and so forth. It was good for hip hop, blase, blase, blase. Okay, boom. So this is where we at, right? Drake drops the Heart Part 6. Now, a lot of people still argue that no, 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 Drake wasn't waving the white flag. And so I heard Livingston Allen argue that because Drake dropped last, that means the battle is still ongoing and that he somehow that's relevant to the conversation of whether who won the battle or if the battle is even over. Like I know he wasn't. I know in that argument he was having, he wasn't saying that Drake won, but he was just what. Listen, man, it's so many cornballs and goofies. Yeah, we got to bring gatekeeping back. We got to bring like you can't sit with us back. You know what I'm saying? If you a goofy and you ain't proved yourself, like even the fact that people call him a DJ, right? Where have you DJ'd? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you a Serato DJ? Are you a cut scratch jigger jigger? I used to DJ on my college campus. Yo, go look at the movie Juice. Did I bring them records in here? Yo, go look at the movie Juice when Q tried to what I'm saying, prove himself and Queen Latifah was like, oh yeah, you a local joker. You know what I'm saying? You ain't proved yourself. No other DJ stamped you. No other DJs even on your college campus stamped you. So I don't, we gotta gatekeep the culture and stop letting people speak that have not proved themselves to be worthy of speaking about the culture, man. Like it's just, to be honest, annoying. That's me, right? So there's that. Um, so Kendrick did what he did, which is crazy because we never saw him the whole time. We ain't see no IG messages. We ain't see him trolling. We ain't see no videos. We ain't see no theatrical productions. None of that. But with Drake, you still felt like he was very touchable, like reach out and touch. Kendrick, we was trying to figure out what was going on, right? Drake dude posted memes, this, that, and third, da 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 da. So I say all that to say this. Hold on, because I don't know if he whitelisted this. I did a 12:15 in Chicago playlist on Spotify, so I could listen to all the what's the names that they had out, all the disses. But they don't have 616 in LA or tailor made, man. Like, I'm kind of disappointed on that one. Okay. I mean, what you saying? Drake lost, period. I agree. Drake lost to both Pusha. I agree. Those are two L's, but those are formidable foes. So that's not a to me, Drake losing those battles, like you know how, like listen, okay, like I fought right in my life. I remember the first time I beat up a bully. Um, and when I really think about it, it's because I was bombing on him and I just didn't stop. I got upset that he was picking on my friend, my best friend. He had punched him in the stomach too. So I just bombed on him and I didn't stop. But the second time me and Eric, God bless him, man. God bless his soul. He's deceased. But second time me and Eric Hughes got into it, man, he mollywopped me. And it was over a pit bull too. He was trying to steal my pit bull. And the crazy thing is the nigga lived across the street from me. But he won that fight. He did. I can't remember if he took my pit bull. I don't think he got my pit bull. But he definitely won that fight. Like he mollywopped me that second time, right? So I say that to say Drake losing to Pusha T and Kendrick is to me is not a bad thing. It just is what it is. You got too many people that won't admit that that actually happened. Fair enough. Okay, cool. So here's where we are. And shout out to you, Emmy, and shout out to Top Shotter too. And anybody else that's in here, I see it's a few of y'all coming in and out. Man, just hit the like button and say what's up, and then chuck the deuces. I ain't tripping. So here's where we at. uh Drake posts something about summer vibes. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. The dude really should just go somewhere and chill for a second and really plot his next move. But again, like I was telling y'all, that ego and pride, when I was telling y'all a couple videos ago, that ego and pride is a mofo. Yo, who that? Oh, Robert H. Wow. Is that Robert H. Robert H. who I'm thinking about, Emmy? Is that I want to make sure all my peoples are straight. That I know that's in the space. So if that's you, Robert H, let me know that's you, so I can make sure you get you a wrench to where everybody gets a wrench. Early on, I tell people I take the same position. As Fatty, that is one thing that I learned from the young blood. He has a vision for his channel, and he said he wanted everybody wrenched up because by the time he gets to 600,000, a million subscribers, he want his people to be straight. Um, Drake hasn't learned from his last, and you're right. Drake did not, because I thought about this too. He said, and I agree with Push. He said the line was weak, but I'm gonna make it ring on you like Virginia Williams or something like that. And he called out her full government, right? Um, like that's Wendy Williams gossip talk. Nobody knew who Pusha T fiance was and all this other stuff, right? But he went and did that. So then you go with Aubrey with some bodyguards like Whitney. I think the first time he said that, people was trying to say, "Oh, it was alleged that Whitney slept with the bodyguard," and he never alleged that. What he alleged was Dave Free was the father, Kendrick, one of Kendrick's children, which is just wild, and it's crazy because I still don't see nobody like people say Kendrick need to produce proof that there is a daughter, and then when we get the Ozempic and the other pill bottle that was on the cover, the Meet the Grams album cover is real. Then it's, well, he still got to show me where the door at, but nobody said Drake got to produce proof that Kendrick is a woman beater, or what was the other thing, that Dave Free is the father of the shop. But anyway, you're right. He did not learn from his last battle. I agree with that, but that's not the point that I'm making. I'm just saying where we are for what I'm about to get into with this conversation, right? Um, uh, away from full streams these days. Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on, man. That's love, Robert H. Hold on. Let me make sure you straight. I appreciate you, G. And I get it. Trust and believe. I absolutely get it, my brother. It's a lot of people that's been away from the space. I'll be in the clouds listening, but yo, fam, I'm done with these DNP conversations, and I need a woman to follow my lead, man. Listen, uh, I'm blessed to have the wife that I have. I'm blessed to have the children that I have. And I'll share what I can share with whoever, but man, shoot, if I don't know what else to tell people at this point, man. So anyway, back to this Drake situation, right? I mean, what you saying? The Drake stands are not. So I don't and I'm cool with that, right? I'm cool. I'm cool with Drake fans not being real hip hop fans. I don't really care about that. Like, because there are a lot of like people are fans of Future. right? I don't consider them real hip hop fans. The problem is, um, Drake kind of positions himself in that world. So this is the part where I think we'll agree, Emmy, is that Drake positions himself in that world as though his pen game is tight, though he's top tier lyricist and MC. And oh man, you making me skip my points. Um, I'm cool with the fact because I just think Drake is a pop star at this point. I just think he needs to embrace that. So, with that said, where we are right now, the dust has settled. Okay, the smoke is clear. Okay, so we not necessarily like anxiously awaiting for Drake to move on or Kendrick to move on and drop new music, or maybe some of y'all was. Maybe some of y'all was waiting for Drake to drop new music. I wasn't. Like, if they were gonna drop some, either one of them, I wanted it to be for the battle. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a selfish nigga. I wanted it to be something for the battle. So I wasn't like crying boo hooing, and I wasn't like really, really disappointed that the battle ended. I was just like, I just wanted to see where it was gonna go, you know. But Drake tapped out. Drake was in a rear naked chokehold. Ain't that what it's called? A rear naked chokehold. And he's tapping. He's tapping. Hey, hey, I listened to these other content creators the other day, and it was like they was doing their live reaction to Euphoria. It was like Drake, get up. That's what I'm hearing on the Heart Part 6, man. Like, you tapping out, bro. Get up. Yo, that was the funniest thing to me. It's like, and I don't know what that's from. I know it's from something, or I don't know if they just mimicking girls, like how you see like how girls see a dude get knocked out, and it's like, get up, Drake, get up. Yo, what is dude name? I think it's called Squeeze Reactions. Yo, it was so funny. Like they'd be listening to it, and Kendrick would have a line, and it was like, oh my God. Drake, get up. So that's what I feel like on the Heart Part 6, right? Like Drake, get up. Hold on. J. Cole was no, I disagree. I gotta stand on it. Podcast. Dang. Shout out to podcast. Oh man. Uh dang man. I wish I had stream because I definitely would be this would be a good conversation with Beans. J. Cole wasn't disappointing to me, to be honest, and especially as somebody that's approaching 50 and dealing with therapy and understanding self a lot better. I respect J. Cole for what he did. Now, you can't be in that conversation, be all aggressive and tough talking no more like you the best MC. You definitely can't do that. But, you know, I'm not a big J. Cole fan anyway. His music never really connected with me. One of my homeboys, like one of my best friends that I known since high school, was a huge J. Cole fan and tried to convince me to give him a try. But when J. Cole did that apology, he got upset. He got upset. So J. Cole for me wasn't a disappointment. To me, that's grown man BI. J. Cole ducked he ducked some major smoke. Number one, and the only strays he caught was from Drake, which for me was a whole move. Like all them little strays he kept throwing at J Cole, it's like you can't tag Kendrick how you want to tag him, so you gonna duck off and steal on J Cole, and J Cole not even, you know what I'm saying? He not even engaging. So, but maybe since J. Cole said he got his chin out and you could take a swing, maybe because he said that to Kendrick, maybe Drake thought he could do it to him too. Drake to me is like his whole goofy is being exposed right now. So let's get into it. The top shotter. Shout out to you, bro. J. Cole. What? J. Cole game is what? Mm, I don't know if Drake is a coward. I'm gonna tell you, I mean, my honest opinion on Drake, and if Beans is still in here, I mean not J. Cole. Drake is like that spoiled look, and I said this on the last stream too, but he's like that spoiled, bratty kid that got everything because he was a single child and had his mama had money and all this other stuff. I'm not saying this was his upbringing. I'm just saying the archetype of who he is. Like if we were shorties and you punched him, and the first thing he gonna do is go run and call his mama. You know what I'm saying? And then his mama gonna come out yell, yeah, why you touch my baby? Don't be touching my baby. I'll kick your ass. Like he a holster. I don't know if he a coward as much as he a holster. You know who what I think about when I think about Drake? I think about if Screech Powers became Zach Morris. That's Drake. Drake, the grassy Drake and early Drake, like even so far gone and thank me later Drake. That Drake is Screech Powers. And then I guess by maybe Take Care and all that other stuff, maybe that's when he turns into Zach Morris, especially when whatever record y'all say where he starts talking about mob ties and all that other stuff. That's when he start like when Kendrick say, I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. Right. That's when he turned into Zach Morris. And even from that perspective, Zach Morris was cool for a white boy. You couldn't put Zach Morris in the hood though. That Joker would have got ate up. Hold on, this that mother I sold, but let me cut this off. This record, bro, this record, y'all tweaking. Man, this record be having me so emotional, man. First bar, I'm sensitive. I feel everything. I feel everybody. One man standing on two words, heal everybody. Man, listen. Hold on. Let me pause this. Uh, Cause I can't. I need to find some instrumental stuff that I can play. See if I can find my man Yamin that never leave, or I might find that Yon Hunter for y'all. I'll get this together one day. I just want to be having. I just want to have the conversations so I can get my thoughts out. But so Drake or Aubrey, right? So Aubrey, um, man, let me see. What my guy would never leave. Do I got it on my? Let me go back. I'll never leave you. I don't know if he put it on here, man, but uh hold on, y'all. Hold on. Oh dang, they still got his I mean, man, I mean Somali. He got this song called I'll Never Leave You. I'll never. Nah, I gotta go to my band camp. But anyway, guys, so the battle is over. Let me see what some of y'all saying. Drake is a coward. I don't think he is. Yo, who came in here? Yo, Fish in the Fit. What up? What up? What up? What up? I'm not even listening to these new cats like that. I'm stuck in the 90s. Yo, Beans, listen, man. Well, I know you don't. I know why you don't listen to these new cats. But Saba, No Name, Chance. I'm just talking about these artists at the crib. Chance, man, this dude about to do something serious. These little snippets that he been released from his project, that dude finna do something serious. Um, Saba just released something with No ID. I think that's finna be hard. Let me see. Should I? No. Let me see. E Jones. Let me see. Yeah, let me do E Jones real quick. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully that's cool. Okay, so okay, battle is done. This is where we at, guys. All right. So battle is done. The dust is settled. We're all dissecting everything and trying to figure stuff out. And then Drake gets back to doing what he does, dropping memes. And okay, next up, summer vibes. Like you ain't just get your tail kicked. Now, let's be clear. Let's be honest. Kendrick did not maul Drake. He did not have a clean knockout. It was, if you want to say it was a knockout, I would have said it was a standing count at best. He did not knock that man out. Like, you know what I'm saying? The fact that he even had it in him to respond is saying something. So you got to give Drake his respect on that. And you got to give him his respect and props for, standing in the ring and trading shots anyway, right? So respect to him for that. But oh gosh, I don't want to jump ahead. So before I give him too much respect, I just want to say, like, I stand on that, right? Because he's not no slouch. He's not no slouch. But So when he does decide to pop out officially on a record, just so many mistakes. On top of all the mistakes that he made in that battle, including, I think I said earlier, I was listening to some playback and I said, it's not that I don't think he taking Kendrick serious as a formidable foe. I take that back. He did not take Kendrick serious this entire battle. He did not think Kendrick was going to come how he came. But let me tell you something. Again, little people, short people, what y'all think is short, or people at any type of disadvantage, it ain't got nothing to do with like what is the average height? Somebody give me like what the average height of people men are in the United States, or I don't want to know worldwide. I'm talking about United States. I think the average height is around 5'7", right? 5'6". And I keep hearing y'all talk about, as if 6 feet and up is average height. 6 feet is not average. And then y'all say like somebody that's what I thought. That's what I thought, Emmy. And then y'all say somebody that's like 5'6", 5'7" is short, which is weird because a lot of people are not tall like that, right? You're saying 5'8". Trucker, yeah, what up, fam? 5'8" is the average height. Let's go with Trucker Yell 5'8". Okay, so I would agree maybe 5'5" and under would be considered short, but people that are considered short have a complex. They have a mentality where like 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 Park said, I ain't a killer, but don't push me, right? Like I'm trying to cool out. Hold on. I'm trying to cool out, but if you push me, if because what he say, if something, I'll take it. No, if you take it there, I'm gonna take it there, or something, or I can go further. That's something you don't want to do, right? Yeah, push a short nigga push him hard enough and long enough and see what he do. That's kind of what I feel like with this situation, right? Who in here now? Trucker, yeah. Man, nah, salute to you, brother. For real, for real. I don't take it for granted when y'all pop in here because y'all could be anywhere. Everybody's streaming right now. I'm just over here getting my thoughts out, man. That's all I'm doing. I'm still pulling and extracting stuff from this battle. So, number one, Kendrick feel like he got something to prove because he may be at a height disadvantage and then growing up where he grew up, right? I don't know his exact size, but now when I look at him and I look at videos, I'm like, oh dang, he is kind of like a little dude, but with a lot of heart. And you can't mess with somebody that got the heart of a lion, the blood of a king. You did what I'm saying? Did you hear what I said? The heart of a lion and the blood. And I don't care if you put him in a 6'5" nigga or a 5'5" nigga. That 5'5" nigga is gonna give you that work. Why? Because the dude that's 6'5", he know he pack a punch and he not gonna be as quick to unleash all of his force. But the dude that's 5'5", it's finna, man, pack a lunch. It's finna be a long day at work for you. Like real talk. So again, I give Drake his credit for being able to stand in the ring, but I don't think he took Kendrick serious. I don't think he took Kendrick serious. And I think Kendrick had been trying to prove something in the competition, in the spirit of MCing for a very long time. And people underestimate that. This is still hip hop. What y'all consider hip hop with battling on the Billboard charts and who sold the most or who's in the club throwing the most money. That's not hip hop, fam. That's not the hip hop that we talk about or the cloth that I'm cut from. When you talk about MCing, I'm coming for your neck. I'm spitting bars on top of bars. That's why when the boy said, you better come with some triple entendre, some quadruple entendre, something that I can't even understand. And then the dude comes back and does Euphoria. And there's all types of entendres in the Euphoria. And they still You know what's crazy? They doing all these lyrical breakdowns and they're still pulling stuff out of Euphoria 616 in LA. And not so much as Meet the Gram. I think Meet the Grams was direct. But that 616 in LA and that Euphoria, people are still pulling stuff out of there, right? You don't see nobody trying to pull nothing out of Family Matters and push-ups. It's not much. Like it may be a double entendre here and there, but man, listen, Kendrick take this thing serious is my point. So I don't think Drake took him serious, but Kendrick was singular in his focus whole time. Okay, cool. So now where are we at? It's none of what Drake is doing right now. Kendrick predicted all of this, right? So you're doing all these memes again. You on the IG with your little duck lips and selfie, duck lips with your little braids. Okay, cool. Posted with some dude, whoever the dude he was posted with, and he's talking about summer vibes coming. This is like the inability to read the room, and because he has so much money, power, and influence, the people that's around him are not telling him like, "Hey, fam, just just relax for a second. Just relax for a second. Regroup, let the people breathe, let the sexy reds, the glow realers, let the females continue to have their run. Cause I think all this slut me out whole rap, I think that's been to wear itself out too. Shout out to Rhapsody. If y'all ain't listen to that album, go listen to Don't Cry. What is it? Don't Cry Now or Don't Cry? Hey man, that back in my bag or in my bag, that girl. Marlena. This so I love when these artists give us those introspective albums where I get to see who this person is. I I loved the Book of Ryan from Royce the 5'9". I love Life is Good from Nas. I, I'm okay with 444 from Jay-Z. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with 444 from Jay-Z. Um Common, since One Day It'll All Make Sense, Common been on that, right? Did I say not? Also Nas last 6 album run, that is the greatest 6 album run we've never seen in the history of hip hop, man. Period. Who else? Who else? The Book of Ryan. I'm saying, oh, Michael by Killer Mike. I love these introspective albums where the artist peel the layers back and let us get a glimpse into who. It gives us an opportunity to connect with them, right? And I'm cut from a different cloth because I read the liner notes on albums, right? But I'm the type that want to know my artists. I'm not the one that's wanting to be lulled to sleep and just twerking and bopping and reenacting and hip hop video or rap videos, not hip hop videos, rap videos all the time. I want to know something about my artists. Um, so that's where I'm at with it, right? I think the female, the whole slut rap is gonna play itself out. It's not built to be sustainable, so that's gonna play itself out. Um, and so if I was Drake, I would have let the females have their run and just relax. And maybe you come midsummer with a bop. Maybe you come maybe June or July, but at least let May breathe. But he's also cut from that cloth. I remember that run him and Wayne had, and I think Wayne kicked it off, where it was just project after project after song after song after song. The output was crazy. And then here come Drake, same thing, kicking it out. Um, and so I think he's just cut from that cloth, and that's what he knows to do, like flood the market. What's happening is you're not reading the room because the public perception of you has changed. Similar to what they just did with J. Cole. Like if I was him, I would have looked at how quick the public turned on J. Cole, and it's easy to assume that with J. Cole, that it's because you think the people turned on him because of his apology, which is true, but it also gives you a temperature check for if you should drop or not, right? My opinion. Um, because Sexy Red gonna do what she do. I just saw they posted something about her. Doing something with the WWE or how she shut it down. And all she was doing was just twerking. And let me tell you something, girl. But I'm gonna tell you something. When I look at that young lady, uh, I don't know that her coochie smells clean. And if I'm black women, like there's no reason why I should view her like that, right? Like Nicki Minaj twerks. I don't think that of her. I don't think that a Lil Kim. I don't think that a Foxy Brown. I don't think that a Ice Spice. I don't think that a Doja Cat. I've heard that about Meg Thee Stallion, but I don't even think that of Meg Thee Stallion. But for some reason, I don't think that of Glorilla. I actually think Glorilla is kind of cute. Cute young lady. Not my type of music, but I think she's cute. Um, but Sexy Red, because I don't even. It's not that I think Sexy Red ugly. None other. I just think I've heard her talk about her coochie so much, and then she talked about her booty hole is brown, and just coochie this, coochie that. And I think she's talked about having an STD and an STI, and then I think she just had a baby, and you out here twerking some more. Like I say that because this is the image that is on stage for the world to associate with black women, similar to how a goofy L7 beta simp host stud nerd like me has to combat the over sensationalized image of the black man. If I was a what was that? Freddie Fozzie Bear. Oh, okay. Um, I just would take issue with that, man. I categorically reject uh just the negative stereotypes and images of black men, and even with the type of music that I like support with my money. Um, yeah, I'll leave that there. So anyway, let's get back because the sexy red. The reason why she's worth mentioning is because not only would I have let her have her summer, I definitely wouldn't have jumped on the record with her coming out of this beef when Kendrick Lamar had just said, "When I see you in sexy red, I believe we see two bad bitches." And you go do a song and a video with her, and then you do the corniest thing. Like, who's advising this dude? You do the corniest thing, bro. Like, you rap over the. You got Tay Keith, who I don't even know what song they sample. It sounds like. Shout out to these shorties, man. Like the way that my era, my generation sample old jazz records and old 70s R&B records. The way that these shorties are sampling like the 90s R&B, like you just gotta salute that, man. You just gotta appreciate it for what it is. But it sounds like he sampled something from the 90s or the late 80s. Um, if I'm listening, it sounds like either Escape or I don't know if y'all remember Albie Shore had a group called The Girls, Gyrlz, I believe is how their names was spelled. I remember because they had a song called like All Because of You, and I used to make these FM tapes for whatever girl I was messing with at the time. Just FM tape is I'll let you imagine what the F stand for, but the last part was music, and then it was all slow songs. So, but that's how I remember that song. But it sounds like he sampled something from them. And oh man, I don't know if I could play this. This song is dope too. Shout out to Will Jordan, man. Jesus Christ. This dude, this dude E. Jones, man, is just a beast. Let me see. Let me see if I can go to his discography. Discography show all. Does he have the Deadstock Shop? Not the Beach House Summer. Well, man, dang man. Hey, go listen to Will Jordan Be Good. That album is just like crazy. Anyway, so you go jump on the song with Sexy Red. This is the first time we hearing you. This is on top of everything that Kendrick just said about you and Sexy Red. Just called you a colonizer, just accused you of riding everybody else's wave like everybody been doing. But you say business as usual. Okay, cool. Because here's the truth of the matter. Drake's core audience, they gonna ride with him. They supposed to. Just like I'm a Kendrick fan, but I'm a different type of Kendrick fan, right? So I will tell you, I didn't like Damn. I didn't like that album. I do not have that in my collection. I have section 80. You'll know how much I like an artist by if I have it on vinyl. I got No Name, Telephone, and Sundial on vinyl. I got Saba. I went out of my way to find um Bucket List, which was a pretty penny. But I got Saba, Bucket List, and Care for Me on vinyl. I got Chance, Coloring Book on vinyl. Kanye. I don't have Graduation, but I do got Late Registration and College Dropout. And then I only want Graduation. I don't want nothing else from him on vinyl. My point ultimately being is that with Kendrick, I have Section 80, I have Good Kid, Mad City, I have To Pimp a Butterfly. I do not have Damn or that unreleased, untitled, unreleased. I don't have that one. I went back and listened to that one. I wasn't a fan of that one either, but I do have Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I do have that. So I'm being objective is my point. As objective as a fan of Kendrick's as I can. With that said, right? Um, I just do not think this was a good move for the dude at all. The dude had just told you, man. When I see you in sexy red, I think we see two bad bitches. And then he says, I believe you don't like women. I believe you don't like women. That's real competition. You might pop ass with them. You in the video trading bars with the young lady. And you want us to believe that you singing like this couple song, like you're my everything. Yeah, when you look at them two together, you know that would never even happen in real life. Or maybe it would. Maybe I'm tweaking, right? Maybe I'm tweaking. Maybe I'm projecting. Let's see what some of y'all saying. I don't want to miss too much. PL, PM, tape. Oh, FM tapes, classic. Man, if that's somebody that know me in real life, shout out to my man Toyan, man. He came up with it. But my man Toyan, man, Trucker Yell. Man, one day I'm gonna pay for what's the name? I'm gonna pay for I wouldn't say he a coon. I he definitely playing checkers. He playing Connect Four, in my opinion, but I wouldn't say he a coon. I definitely wouldn't say Drake a coon because I don't look at him as I acknowledge that he's a black man, but I don't look at him as a black man like that. Drake has never said anything about the plight of our people. Drake has never addressed anything that's happened with us. Even his mentor, y'all like to harp on the fact of what he said about like when he was on was he with Katie Kerrigan and he was drugged out of his mind. I don't know nothing about that. I'm a rich nigga and woo woo woo. He was drugged out of his mind when he said that. The man did a whole verse dissing George Bush and her around how he handled Hurricane Katrina, right? So I don't look at Drake like that. I don't expect. Oh, there you go, my brother. My light skinned, dark skinned brother. Shout out to you, Corey Love. Y'all, please make sure y'all follow it. My man C Love. I be in the clouds a lot, C Love, but my man be over there spitting. Um, I'm still on this run, see. Hey, fam, I'm still on this run. I'm still peeling stuff back, and I'm getting out of all these conversations, man. I'm focusing on hip hop right now, man. And some of this stuff, all right, go look at C Love breakdown because he did speak on this when this first dropped. I'm just getting to the table late because I want to get into all the ghostwriting allegations too before I get up out of here. But my man C Love, House of Love with Corey Love, he been keeping up with this and he spoke a lot on this situation. And just how lame it is. Like, I don't know who's advising dude. Um, I don't Corey, please drop your channel, man. Drop your channel in the chat. And anybody else with a channel, brother of a certain age, you know I love that name. Anybody with a channel, drop your cash apps, drop whatever you need to drop. Y'all greet each other in the comments, show love to one another. Y'all know when I'm on other people's channel, I don't promote my stuff or do none of that. I just, whatever, man. Let's kick it and let's have a conversation, right? I'm more about promoting other people. Wait, who is this? Nah, I want to hear this on repeat. Hold on, y'all. Let me cue this up right. Hey, this E. Jones right here. If y'all don't have this Beach House Summer, hold on. Let me let y'all hear this a little bit. Hold on. Let me let y'all hear this. And y'all won't be able to hear bass in it because it's from my computer. If y'all go to Bandcamp, if you go to E. Jones Bandcamp, he has a take flip beat tape. That's insane. It's like all the songs that he flipped take six vocals on. It's insane. So anyway, let's get back to it. So he's doing a song with and I really do wish Livingston Allen would be more objective, especially I heard Bob Markman make a comment around him. I just think it's dangerous when you position yourself that you're some type of media, and he's not trained in journalism. What's up, Blizzy? What's up, y'all? Hey, Blizzy, drop your channel in the chat, please. Y'all go follow my man Blizzy. Easy work. I ain't talked to you in a minute either, man. I got tomorrow, so we need to chop. Um, but this dude, man, the first time we hear you, you on the track with Sexy Red after all the stuff that Kendrick Lamar done said about you, and you're doing exactly what you like. They real competition. So now you on and you on the track going back and forth. It's like the lamest thing. Then the beat switches and you on the BBL Drizzy beat. Now I think this is what Corey was talking about, which I 1000% agree with you, G. Um, Now you promoting the tricking. Like what? How is that even player? They come to me because they want a new body. And you goofy heifers co-signing this. He low-key body shaming y'all. And then you goofy have you done heard all these women that got the BBLs come out and say, hey, don't get the surgery. It's not worth it. It ain't, don't do this, don't do that. Like the man, y'all are some weirdos, man. I would expect the females, the way y'all had that mute R. Kelly campaign, I would expect y'all to have a mute Drake campaign popping off by now. Not that I won't do silenced or censored or none of that. I just think y'all should be consistent, man, with your energy. You know, I'm waiting for the mute Diddy campaign. I expect y'all to be consistent. Again, this is one of them videos that might offend my political connects because I remember getting into it on Facebook one time with a young lady who started that mute R. Kelly campaign, and what I was expressing to her, and maybe, I don't know, people that get sensitive and they feel like you telling them how to do their business. That's not, I mean, maybe that was my intent. I just wanted her to keep the same energy because to me, R. Kelly ain't the only one. And as we can see this year, R. Kelly ain't the only one. And it's more stuff that's finna come out. What Cat Williams said, I think, went over a lot of our heads, but I think some people did take heed to it because of what he was spitting on that. What's the name? That's what made me take heed to it because of what he was spitting on that. What's the name? And the granted on Shannon Sharp thing. And granted, he had said it before and it's been said multiple times. Blah, blah, blah. It just hit different. So something's going on this year. I think this year is going to be the year of exposure. And as we can see from the highest levels to the lowest, we see change. We see disruption. We see um, transition. And this is an election year too. So just everything is happening. You got a candidate for the president who's more than likely going to get the Republican nomination on trial. They're waiting for a verdict to come back now. Like, we in some crazy god doggone times. But this dude jumps on this track with this young lady after this battle. This is the first time we hear you spitting. And some people say he was sliding. Um, yeah, for all y'all that say he was sliding, shout out to y'all. Blessings to y'all. Maybe that's the caliber and the standard that, is cool for y'all. He wasn't sliding to me. That what's the name? When I go back and listen to Family Matters, that second verse was sliding. The first verse for Family Matters, all that sing songy. And even for this You're My Everything, that wasn't it. For me, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. I just have a higher expectation, especially for someone that rhymed on the track with Elzai and Fonte. I expect something more. I expect something different from him in that regard. So for me, he wasn't sliding on that track, but it's no indictment. Like, not that he can't do it. It was just a lazy attempt. It's ill advised. It's ill timed. It's just like, bruh, no. Like, relax. Like, you're doing exactly what he said you would do. So, okay. Somebody got it out for him in the same way the feds got it out for Diddy. That video of Diddy mollywopping Cassie at that hotel, that didn't just come out by happenstance, right? CNN has obtained the video. That's what you keep seeing it. CNN has obtained the video. CNN has obtained the video. That language is very specific for a reason, right? Because it's not MSNBC has obtained. It's not Fox News has obtained. It's not TMZ has obtained. That video was leaked to CNN for a specific, and I'm saying leaked. I think it was leaked. I think it was a result from the raids, but I think whoever he ticked off, they applying pressure, and I think we're gonna see more of that across the board. And so, if I was Mr. Aubrey Graham, I just would have laid low, fam, because now you popping up. And also notice the thing with Puff. Notice that those tapes didn't get released until after his son did this song and dissing 50 and all. So it's like, oh, y'all not taking this serious enough. Y'all think this a game. Okay, unleash the hounds. Now they're saying today that they got video surveillance of him violating some dude, and then they saying the dude is a male sex worker. It's like, how would the feds know who that dude is or what his profession is? It's just a question. It's an honest question because I'm not saying that they don't know. I'm just saying how would they know? But my point being is the way that that information was leaked. The same thing happened yesterday with Aubrey Graham. They probably just went over a lot of y'all head, and y'all just heard the conversation around somebody named Vori. Vori did the reference track for what is that? Mob Ties came out. The reference track for Mob Ties was leaked. Um, there's a reference track for Jumbotron too. And come to find out, which I didn't know this, Lil Yachty wrote that. That's insane. They said with the Vori track for Mob Ties, um, they said, well, it's the vocals and the chorus. The chorus is there. And I don't think Vori was credited as a writer on there. I think they didn't say that either. Or maybe they did. I don't know. But um, you just it's cool that you got writers. If you got a chorus from somebody, I think in the music business, I think that's okay. Um, because remember, for Nas Illmatic, he didn't come up with the chorus for The World Is Yours. That was Pete Rock. But he wanted Pete Rock, when Pete Rock sang it on the reference track, Nas wanted Pete Rock to sing it, like keep that in there. So that's how you get Pete Rock singing, whose world is this? The world is yours. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? Right? Um, I think that's type of stuff is cool. I also hate that people were trying to say, well, Kanye got writers. Dude, Kanye, I get it. People, like, I get it. Somebody pointed out that Kanye said, top five MC, you gotta remind me something. You gotta rewind me. You ain't gotta remind me. Top five MC. Like, yeah, he's saying that in a braggadocious way, but there is not one person following hip hop that's a hip hop head on the face of this earth that regards Kanye in the top five of anything other than producers. Now, if you say who's the top five producer MC, I would say Dilla, then Ye, and then you can go to like the Pete Rocks, Pete Rock, and who else is a producer MC? Oh, you know what's crazy? You'd have to include J. Cole in that somewhere, but I don't think J. Cole is cold as a producer, except for High Power that he produced for Kendrick. I don't know. I don't know. But but nobody's saying Kanye is on par with a Drake in that regard. Like it doesn't surprise anyone that Kanye has as many writers in support because he makes that very well known. Like on my Twisted Dark Fantasy, you could tell the bars that Pusha wrote, or on that opening line on the opening song of that Ye album. No, not that one. It's one song, the opening. I think it is my Twisted Dark Fantasy, my beautiful Twisted Dark Fantasy. Um, that first song. Uh, you can. Oh man, how does that bar go? I can't think of it off the top of my head now, but you could tell Pusha wrote that line. So he's had help from Pusha, Malik Youssef, Consequence, Jay Ivy, Saha. We know these people are all part of his writer camp. Nobody's denying that because he credits them every chance he get. So we not tripping on him. But if I found out Lupe had a writer, if I find out like Vic Mensa has a writer, I don't think it would bother me as much if Chance had a writer, although it would. I ain't gonna lie to you, low key, it would bother me. Um, But these MCs that say they pen game is they pen game. Like they bars are they bars. For a hip hop head, yeah, that bothers me. That Drake doesn't put like at this point, I'm gonna just say he don't write all his rhymes. Cool. Just be an artist, just be the biggest rap artist, just be the biggest pop star, and take yourself out of the conversation when it comes to MCing. Cause you're not that guy. And to be honest, I don't even think the dude could push his pen against against Elzai or Fonte. I don't know. Man, I don't know. Because go back and look at some of the early interviews. He's on record saying Fonte is his inspiration and one of his favorite MCs because Fonte was doing at that time the singing and the rapping. But somebody leaking all these tracks, man. Let me see if I can go to my Twitter and find some. Let's go ahead. Have y'all heard any of this other than the Vori mob ties? Y'all put it in the chat for me if y'all still here. Have y'all heard about man, why I look so pale on this? I gotta figure something out with this camera. What it's lighting. This don't look good. Everybody else lighting look good. I'm looking at King Talk from this past week. I be looking light on here, like pale or ashy. Me looking ashy, and I'm not ashy. Promise y'all that. Okay. Let me see if this will let me be great. Okay. Man, I don't know if it'll let me sign in correctly. Let me see if this will let me in. If I can't go for my phone because my phone is right there. Oh, next. Incorrect. Okay, let me go back. Have you guys heard this? Have you guys heard? Oh, there it is. Why did it take me this other way? Wait a minute. What are they saying? Man, yo, you better chill. Tax don't put up praying for my nigga Diddy. You look pale. Whoever you are. Okay, thank you. If you look at that Friday, after everything that ensued over the last month, we got a zesty drill record from Cole and Drake rapping about all the shit Kendrick accused him of. Damn. He's the boogeyman.
But you don't think that was part of his angle to do that?
Can y'all hear that?
Yeah, but does it hit? Yeah, I think so. I think
In this moment right now,
Wait.
if you look at that Friday,
Listen to this. This is Rory and Maul.
we got a zesty drill record from Cole and Drake rapping about all the shit Kendrick accused him of on Meet the Grams. He's the boogeyman.
But you don't think that was part of his angle to do that?
Yeah, but does it hit?
Yeah,
So this is why I disagree with both of them. Oh well, Maul. I don't know what's going on with Maul, man. I used to like him on Joe Budden stuff. I don't know if he's being contrarian for the sake of being contrarian, or if that too cool for school factor is getting to him. His OVO flag is just wild to me because if he's advising him, he should absolutely advise Drake not to do this. You're my everything. So if y'all didn't hear, he was asking Rory if he thought that was part of his strategy. Because Rory is saying, listen, what have we gotten? We got a zesty record from J. Cole, a zesty feature from J. Cole, and then this everything that Kendrick Lamar said about Drake and this other record, he's doing. And then anyway, let me get out of here. Let me get out of here. Let me see. What is somebody saying here? Let me go back here. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can find some of these leaks. Have y'all heard these? There you go. I don't know what that means. Hey, shout out to the trolls though. If you a troll, shout out to you. Play BBL Drizzy. I know. I just played my man. What's the name? I play. Oh wait, hold on. Is this it? Yeah. Hold on. Okay. So have y'all heard this?
Sick of these niggas.
No, that's Drake. Hold on, this one. Did y'all hear that? And this dude talking about some mob ties reference check. Now that's the Vori one, right? Let's see what academics saying.
See if you can find a Vori reference. Okay, he is credited, but he ain't write nothing, nigga.
This crazy. So academics is saying the dude is credited, but he ain't write nothing, nigga. Okay, the Joey Cat. Who Joey Cat? He is zesty. Oh man, relax, Joey. Yeah, I rock with Dot, but hold on. Let's see. Now, are y'all hearing that? Y'all hearing who that is? That's crazy because I was asking my guy, I said, man, did he bite Lil Baby Flo? Now, if that's Yachty and he bit Lil Baby Flo for that, then that makes sense. So, Snoop Dogg picks a side. I don't know what that means. Okay, hold on. Quentin Miller. So, this is the one where y'all say, oh, he just wrote the hook. He ain't do nothing else.
I can tell you about those safe house nights out in Calabasas. I can tell you not a rapper. You niggas selling swag. I ain't gotta open up the package. Who you with? What you claim? Sex all over me, you know I'm 13, 17, Sprite 30 like Diana never claimed. My ex asked me why I'm moving. I said on the better things. Oh, 10 bands, 50 bands, 100 bands.
My ex asked me where I'm moving. I said on the better things. Quentin Miller wrote that. Oh man, I remember that line. I remember him saying that. Hold on, let me see.
I don't think he's a dope entertainer. Before
oh, that's Styles P. Found out. Hold on, now what is he saying here?
That energy, just like you said, I took that energy and I put it into me, not you. You don't get that.
You told me you didn't have certain songs on Scorpion until that.
I didn't have In My Feelings. I didn't have Nonstop. I didn't have.
What's one of our favorite songs?
Oh, so he's saying after the battle with Push, he was after he lost the battle with Push, he was saying I wasn't gonna give him that energy. I put it into me. I put it into me, beloved. It's about me. Trey, get up. Hold on.
Jumbotron shit popping word for word is Yachty. And I remember saying, nah, shut up. And I've heard it for a while. They were like, yo, trust me, he's floating around, it's gonna leak. So when Metro dropped it, like, I already kind of had an idea about that, but I was like, it's Jumbotron shit popping, whatever. But I did hear about that maybe he got some help on Mob Ties. And I ain't gonna lie, Mob Ties was a song that I felt that was Drake with his back against the wall. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yo, Drake here, right? It felt the way. Like, because I spent all night looking for it. Like, apparently there was a snippet. They said Vori wrote it. You know what I'm saying?
I love this song.
Yeah, like that, I would be like, that would hurt my heart. Now, back to back, I'd be devastated. Like, it would have to be something like that to get me back in the I care.
Guppy freestyle.
Oh, yeah, I'd be devastated.
See what I'm saying?
Oh man, like we gotta stop letting goofies toys speak on the culture. He gobbling dude meat so tough he can't even concede the point of it. Just is what it is, man. Like I get that's your favorite rapper. Now that's party. Let me take that back, because if I found out Rakim, somebody wrote Rakim. Like I wasn't devastated that LL Cool J wrote something for Run DMC early on. I forget what it is though, but it's well known that LL Cool J wrote some bars for Run DMC early on. It's also well known that Grandmaster Caz wrote for not that he wrote for him, but Sugar Hill Gang stole some of Grandmaster Caz's bars, party rhymes. This is crazy. Hold on. Yeah, this is crazy. Like, and I believe they're going to leak more reference tracks. So, hold on. My guy, once the lane, always the lane. That colonizer line hits different because you do need help to stay relevant, to stay hot, right? Listen, this is the way. I don't think it's just the way that hip hop is. I think it's the way that music is too, right? In the sense of like nobody's in a rush to hear a new album from the Rolling Stones or Paul McCartney or I don't know, Aerosmith or any of those, right? Like those are legacy rock acts. They want to see you playing stadiums and playing some of the greatest hits that made people feel away. And I get it. Sometimes artists are creating because that's just their passion. Like if you look at Common, like I'm not looking forward to this Common Pete Rock project like I thought it was. Nor am I looking to Nas and Premier. I think Nas should stick with Hit Boy because they have a sweet spot together. They do great work together. But it looks like Hit Boy is coming out with his own thing, which I can't knock that either. I'm not necessarily looking forward to listening to that either. But as it relates to our legacy artists, our elder statesmen, I think you gotta know like if the general audience is feeling you and if you should step aside and ride out to the sunset gracefully, or if you just stay with your core audience and continue to create for them and let them enjoy what you create. I have no problem with that either. What I think is happening with Drake, though, I think the culture is speaking, and I just think he's ignoring what the culture is saying. Livingston Allen on his podcast or whatever made note of the fact that on his videos he has more dislikes than likes. Now I don't know how you see that. Maybe you got to have YouTube Premium or something like that to see that. I don't know how you see that. Maybe I don't know. How do you see that on YouTube if somebody got more likes than dislikes? Again, I think that's the culture speaking. What up, Chaz? Hold on, Chaz. Hold on. What's up with you, G? What's up with you, my guy? Cloud listening. Yeah. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, fam. I'm about to get up out of here in a second anyway. What I think with Drake is hold on. Shout out to Freezy. Freezy doing dope work. Shout out to Fatty. Poor Fatty, he can't get his what's the name to work. Fatty, if you get wind of this, bro, we do we ready to hear what you've been cooking, family. Let me see. Shout out to Ashton. Ashton doing his thing. I was over on Witch Doctor the other night. Very productive build around religion. Very, very productive build. I think y'all sleeping on Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor does not for humans. He does enjoy the effery. But he's I could tell he a deep brother because when we was having that discussion, we was talking about the apocryphal. We were talking about the Pentateuch. We were talking about the Torah, which is Pentateuch and the Torah, for the most part, the same thing. But we was talking about a lot of different religions, and he was not necessarily well versed, but he was definitely familiar with a lot of what we was talking about, the concepts. And even for me, like stuff that I didn't know, like I haven't fully read the Apocrypha, right? So I had to bow out of that conversation. I'm aware of it, but I don't have a copy of it to read. Like I got, my different copies of the Bible. I got like multiple translations. I got, I have, Chaz, type something else so I can make sure what's the name took. I have Hebrew concordances, dictionaries, all of the things. Okay, I just wanted to. Oh no, that's No Chaser. What up, No Chaser? Shout out to you, fam. I'm about to wrap up in a second, actually. But anyway, my point that I was making was about Witch Doctor, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with the brother. Yeah, he had a very good productive build, and those are the conversations that are more aligned with these days. Just something to think about. Drake been hot since '08. It's his first official album, 2010. How many artists can say that? Not many, if any. Okay, Chaz, you good. Um uh so hold on. He had a good run. So I think it took all of that to do it. Wait. Got tired and look for a new champ. Yo, so something to think about. Oh, I'm tweaking. L. Nixon. I'm looking for the voice of reason up there. There we go. Yes, I do not disagree with that. He had a fantastic run, whether that was with help or not. He had an amazing run, and as a black man, we got to celebrate that. We got to learn to appreciate. Like, listen, when BDP and MC, well, Karis One, well, BDP and Juice Crew, Karis One, MC Shan, when they were going at it, I can still appreciate both. Because if you want me to believe that Shan wasn't spitting on I helped pioneer this, or I ain't even talking about like the Project Ho and all that other stuff. I'm talking about uh anyway. I still appreciated Shan. I still appreciate um I still appreciated Karis One. It's really not until you get to like Pac and Biggie that you feel like you gotta choose sides. If you like Drake, you like Drake. Now I was never really like a big Drake fan. Like I do like Thank Me Later. I went back and listened to a lot of stuff, especially when Kendrick said he doesn't have a classic record. I went back to like validate that. Me personally, I don't think Drake has a classic record. But again, I could be biased because no, I'm not biased because just what I think of Kendrick is what I think of Kendrick, right? I think Kanye first three albums are classic. But some of y'all will argue that. I think um who else? I think Illmatic is a classic. I think American Gangster is a classic. I don't think Reasonable Doubt is a classic. I think The Blueprint is a classic, right? But shout out to L Nixon, man. What you saying in here, bro? Because I'm finna get off. Because my point is, what I think with Drake is, I think he's gonna be okay. I just think he needs to pivot, ground himself, and grow with his audience. Him as a 37-year-old man tapping into young to Lil Yachty energy and all of that. Like I just think that's weird at this point. Two Chains is an older rapper. There's no like in Atlanta, it's a little bit different because he's there. You will see a lot of the old heads, they will like a Gucci Mane, God bless Rico Wade and the Dungeon family. Like that type of energy, even with Andre 3000, he jumped on a lot of remixes. What's DJ Unk Walk It Out? Like he jumped on a lot of to embrace the energy of that younger era, right? But I'm not riding your wave. I can either create my own wave or I can ride my own wave. And I think Drake is to the point where either he gonna have to embrace that lover boy status. But you know what I think is funny about Drake? For all this lover boy, I'm with your girl and this, that, and third. There's a lot of females that want him, and but you never hear females talk about him like that. I don't know. I don't know that even means anything worth mentioning on this particular broadcast, right? Or our particular conversation. I don't know. I just like for me, um, I'm a decent dude, right? So the women that I have dealt with, and even the girls that I dealt with when I was in high school, I got a pretty decent report and rapport, right? But I got a pretty decent report with women that I've dealt with. The only one that will probably say different is the mother of my children, right? But you never hear anything about Drake. You never hear anything about the women that he's dealt with. Just anyway, the people that now hate him. See, I don't think it's a now hate him. Was playing his music and loved it before. I think what's happened is I don't think it's a now hate thing. I just think that the voices are louder. Like I don't people that liked Drake before, I actually see a lot of them doubling down. I'm talking about people that I know. I see a lot of them doubling down. I think there are a lot of Kendrick fans that are loud. I think that some I do agree with you if you're saying like sometimes people just like that's just the cool thing to do is like hate, 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 hate. I think there are people doing that. Dub Will, what up, boy? Where you been, man? Drake, roll every wave, man. And to your point, L. Nixon, Kanye did too. But let's be clear, Kanye created a lot of his own waves too. No, let me take that back. Yeah, Kanye created his own wave. He rode waves within his camp, within his writer camp. But because he's so creative, this dude was taking like that Yeezus album. I heard somebody break that. That's not Yeezus is not for me. But the sounds that he introduced to hip hop, that's like an EDM record. Like it's insane. It's insane. Now Jay-Z definitely did. Jay-Z definitely did. He had a listen, Pimp C. I don't care how many times Jay-Z rewrote his verse. Pimp C still got the verse on Big Pimpin'. It ain't Bun B, and I remember Bun B verse, but it ain't. You remember a couple things. You remember international players ball, and you don't even remember Andre. You do remember 3000 verse because it is 3000, the opening verse, but you remember Pimp C, boy. My choosy lover never without a rubber, right? And then you remember pouring out, smoking up, keep that lean up in my cup. Man, come on, right? So yeah, I agree with you, L Nixon. I think he did ride a ton of waves. Only hate Drake. Wait, hold on. Only hate Drake for putting a verse on it. That's what I just said. We just been talking about that. But see, for me, once a lame, always a lame. Drake been a lame for a long time, G, and I was cool with that because I thought, I don't know. Anyway, let me chill, man. Let me chill. Like again, once a lame, always a lame. You know, you thought the money, power, and fame was gonna make you go away. No, you people think. Listen, man. Hey, let's keep it a bean. Dang, do I want to start that? The money don't. People get money and think that's gonna make you cool. People that I rock with me because I'm a good dude. You know how many times in this space people have told me like, yo, you gotta act this way, or yo, don't let such someone da 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 whoop to you, right? For me, I'm cool with that, right? Because I know who I am. Number one, in the real world, I'm Gucci, and then number two, I sleep good at night. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about faking and fronting a facade for the audience. You understand what I'm saying? For the applause, for clicks, likes, and views. You know, like in online and offline, I'm good people. You dig what I'm saying? Um, Ask Granville. You know what I'm saying? Granville that met me. Those of y'all that came out to the Houston and Atlanta shows, you know, I was the antithesis on purpose. So, you know, everybody was decked out and dressed up, and you know, I was the illegitimate child, right? So there's that. Um, and so when it comes to Aubrey, I just think, you know, man, just embrace it. I agree with you, L. Nixon. I think he did have a good run. Um, I don't like that he did that sexy red song. It's not that I don't even like it. It's par for the course, but it's just wrong timing to drop it. Whatever that young lady is doing, and you're attaching yourself to that, that is going to go and come down really, really quick. Because all these moves, including the WWE, now the sophisticated observer can see these are like it's label generated. Oh, hold on. There we go. I want that in the back. That piece is from Damon Lamar. Damon Lamar did a mural at my alma mater, and then I went to see him because he had this piece. He had created this like over the winter, and that just speaks to me, right? Because it's a young boy. You see like the glass. It looks like glasses on his face, but that's also so because I identify with the glasses, obviously, right? But then that's a train. That's the L train, and then you got the hoop which is what we known for, and then you got the famous Chicago Theater too. So I always want that in the picture until I finish getting this till I finish getting this set up. And once I finish getting this set up in here, then I'll show y'all more of the space. But I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here, man. I do appreciate y'all. Anytime y'all come in and just show the boy love, and just had a conversation with me. One day I will invest in StreamYard, although somebody said, "Oh, you could do it for free. Like you could use the free version." I don't know that I want they watermark. You know what I'm saying, in that top right corner. And when I decide to do upgrades and stuff like that, I want the people to fund it, man. I want the people to get us to, however many views I'm supposed to get to unlock the next perk. When this channel gets monetized, the revenue that we generate on this channel will go to Coffee, Hip Hop, and Mental Health to provide free therapy for the community. But in particular, my emphasis is on men of color. Money will also go to Mentor Teacher Brother. It's a project that I'm passionate about. They invest in the young men in the neighborhood of Roseland, where I grew up in Chicago, Roseland. They invest in the young boys. I think it's 13 to 18. They invest in those young men. So they take them on trips. There's a mentorship component to it. There's conversations that they have at the clubhouse every Sunday. Um, yeah, there's a number of things. But I right now I financially support them and I promote them every chance I get. And then the other one is my alma mater, Collett's High School. The funds that I raise here will go to those three causes. So I never want y'all to think that I'm not trying to get monetized or that I'm gonna use the money to do some nefarious stuff. No, the money will be used, the money's generated. Like I am trying to get monetized and those monies generated will be for causes that I appreciate, right? So I ain't gonna be on here stunting. I work a 9 to 5. I am very fulfilled at the job that I work right now. Matter of fact, I'm about to pivot to. I'll give y'all a hint, kind of what I'm working on, what I'm about to be studying for. If y'all can't see that, it's like my homeboy hit me with this too. I got the hard copy. He hit me with the PDF file, and I totally forgot. As soon as he hit me with the PDF file, I went rummaging through some stuff. I was like, "Oh, I already got this. This is digital marketing. Marketing is a passion of mine." And when I was in Atlanta, I did grassroots experiential lifestyle marketing, and so in my line of work right now, I bring all that up because I'm running on and on. I bring all that up because in my line of work right now, I'm very fulfilled. So I say that to say, like, I don't have to get on YouTube and beg for cash apps and beg for super chats and all that other stuff. I'm saying when it comes in out of y'all's appreciation for the conversation, I'm just telling you where that money will go. So that's what it is. I'm also going to start moving. Y'all will see me less and less on like IG and Twitter. I'll pop up over here too, but I'm actually gonna start moving a lot of my efforts over there to fan base. So if you're not familiar with fan base, that is the social media platform that Isaac Hayes III created. I am invested in the second and third round. This is the fourth round. So I'm going to purchase more shares shortly. But it's a fully functioning platform for us by us, and you can monetize day one. You can monetize day one. You could do subscription based. You can do paywalls for your content. You can show love, buy love, receive love, all that. That's how you spend money over there in the form of love. So I need to myself. Yeah, indeed, man. It's I think what he's creating, I just don't want to be on the outside looking in. I was looking at my portfolio today, which is um down 7%. So I'm trying not to panic. I just need to readjust. I need to hold on and stop checking it so much. But just adding that component to it, I can see the value in it and I can see what he's building. And yeah, I just want to be on board with that, man. Something for us by us. I think it's dope. So with that said, I think Drake needs a marketing meeting with some people who have the nuts and the gumption to tell him bro, chill out for the summer. Let some, because it's not like if he goes away for a little bit that he won't be remembered or that somebody will surpass him or something like that. I don't think that's gonna happen at all. Right? Hold on. Where you at, Colin? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull this back up because I was playing this in the beginning. But my man E Black was like, "Yo, just play the." Hold on. This dude, Colin, snapped on this. He flipped the beat too.
Yeah, these tryhards be trying so hard to sound tough. I'll be rapping, then I'm clapping at the BBL. Sound up, I'm chipped up with loud guns. So if you see me clipped up, it's 100-round drums. You can make change and get round up. I'm Drake the type of nigga memes and me on the road, nigga. And you let a fake ghost face talk to your soul, nigga. You getting evidence, you sound just like COINTELPRO. Do I expect your ass to get the reference? Hell no. You disconnected from the culture and we can tell, bro. That's why nobody buy that gangsta shit that you sell, bro. That light skin versus dark skin shit, nigga, that's just lame. That perpetuating all the self-hate from slave masters, that's just lame. That black people tearing down each other over skin color, that's lame. With that said, your light skin duck lip picture taking ass lame. I don't even know. Niggas used to hit the waist to get swallowed because new niggas go to Rio to get an authentic music. And I feel like these niggas really want to be some cold bitches. We don't plant proof, it's some cold bitches. We don't talk to minors, it's some cold bitches. Drop them young hoes, get some cold bitches. Get them pedicures, get them toes, niggas. Get them pedophiles, like your home niggas. Hope you got 100 million flows. Met your woman, got you better than the globe, nigga.
Yo, Colin the fool, man. Shout out to Colin, man. When I used to do radio in Atlanta and host at Apache Cafe, bro was a mainstay, man, doing his thing. So it's good to still see him rocking out. This is wild though. Shout out to him and Coco though, man. Shout out to them doing their thing. Yeah, we finna get up out of here, family. I do appreciate y'all sincerely. I think Drake will be okay. Get up, Drake. Yo, you gotta check with get it. What I was saying about these cats. I heard breaking that down. Get up. Yo, I hope we don't hear nothing else with him and Sexy Red for a little minute. The interesting thing is that Kendrick is mighty quiet. Like he just not like this. The crazy thing. If I'm an artist, I'm so inspired by what I'm seeing from Kendrick because he's the complete antithesis to what the establishment is telling you that you need to do to be successful as an artist. Right? This dude just had a whole run for a month, had the world flipped up on side his head, going up against the biggest artist, and then had us in a tizzy on the edge of our seat, waiting for him to drop, waiting for Drake to drop, waiting for him to drop. Then he drops. We got to figure out the lyrics, fill out the triple entendres, do all these reading rainbow sessions with each other. Like he had the world going. He drops Not Like Us, hits you with a bop for the summer, got you sea walking all over the place, and then just disappear. Somebody call Ghostbusters. He is truly the boogeyman, certified boogeyman. Sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas. I know it's rumored that he has a video coming out now. DJ Head, if you ain't been following DJ Head during this battle, he did say tomorrow morning is supposed to be special. So, I'm excited. I'm excited. So, let's see. And if something pops off tomorrow, I have to close Friday, so I don't have to be there till later on in the day. If something happens tomorrow morning, I will report on that. I try not to clash because I know most of the people that's over here with me are following me from the space that y'all are familiar with. But I promise you, I think for the summer, I'm just pivoting. Like we just gonna be talking about hip hop over here, culture and art and fashion and just dope stuff all together. I don't think I have a new pair of sneakers to show y'all. I do want to show y'all this though. For those of y'all who haven't seen these, because I saw Ghostface. Uh, I just saw Ghostface. Um, Wallaby. So they did like a photo shoot of his Wallabies, him and his Wallaby collection, which I thought was dope. But let me show y'all this real quick, because I think these are dope. Oh, grown man BI, right? So these are Wallabies from this brother, Beamer Williams. He's a marketer. He's a he's mostly known in the footwear world. He worked with Adidas and Nike. But he did a pair of, I'm gonna show y'all a couple of these because I think these are dope. And we gotta sell it. Like for me, my footwear, most of the footwear that I have, so I'm a big Adidas head. But if it's not Adidas, then it's black owned, something with a black creator. So these, right? And then now these I've worn quite a bit. Saucony. I'm not like you niggas. You know what I'm saying? These are Saucony. These are the Beamer Williams Saucony too. There's a New Orleans colorway that he has on these too, but these are dope. So I just like celebrating us. But so I got Pumas. I'm not even a Puma head, and if y'all know the story about Adi Dassler and Rudy Dassler, y'all should know the Adidas head that I'm in. Technically, I shouldn't even have a pair of Pumas, but you know, yeah, that's it, family. We'll get into some other stuff another day. Yep. We'll get into that another day, L. Nixon. We'll get into that because there's a book called Sneaker Wars by Barbara Schmidt that's really, really dope. That details their history. It goes through because there's always questions around did they make shoes or were they Nazi soldiers and all this other stuff. There's a whole history there, depending on whose side you believe. Who was the Nazi sympathizer, and then who was the rebellious one? And it makes no never mind because anybody that was in Germany at the time served the regime. So, man, Tommy B, I was waiting on you, G, but we out of here, blood. We out of here, man. Wop, 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 wop. Shout out to Tommy B, man. Y'all make sure when y'all see that brother, salute that brother, man. He is hilarious and funny. But he's all over this this Drake and Kendrick conversation too. Tommy, I'm still on it. I'm still talking about it because there's still stuff to extract from the battle, lessons to be learned in leadership and discipline and strategic planning and execution, I think. And then also in just marketing and pivoting and reading a room, right? So it's not that they calling Drake. I keep saying I'm getting out of here, then I talk more, right? But it's not that they calling Drake a culture vulture in the way that we look at, say, like a keep it a being. Like to me, Khaled is a culture vulture, but you may enjoy the music that he does for the clubs, right? Like I remember DJ Khaled when he was saying, "We the best, who we nigga." Now, which one of y'all told Khaled to stop saying nigga? Because he don't say nigga no more. At least on record, he don't. But imagine a Palestinian from New Orleans who gains fame in Miami that sounds like he's from New York. That's not a culture vulture? Let me see what y'all saying. Air Force Ones, 84 Joy. Oh, L Nix. Yeah, we gonna, hey, man, you finna have me dig in there. We gonna talk about them 82 Air Force One. You've been reading, or you lived it. We gonna talk about the 82 Air Force Ones, 1982, how that revolutionized the sneaker culture. We gonna talk about that one day. We gonna talk about them Jordans, how that revolutionized the price point for the sneaker culture. But people don't know DTLR and that what happened with the Air Force Ones in 1982. Or well, wait, if you from New York, did y'all call them uptowns or uppies or what did y'all call them? I know in Harlem they called them uptowns, and then somewhere else they called them something else. But yeah. Yeah, you've been reading, you little smart nigga. Wait, the power of silence. Yeah. Hey, Tommy, we're gonna have to get it. Like, man, the power of silence. So that's the other thing I was saying, Tommy. Dude that came through haymakers, dropped bombs, and it just disappeared. Got the biggest record in the country. The quickest record to reach 100 million streams, outperforming Drake in every possible statistic and category, and you don't see him. Now, the only thing that we just saw from Kendrick is this Chanel campaign that they released, and then Punch was teasing them and decided to release their text message back and forth on Twitter. I don't know if y'all saw that, but it was funny. Him and Punch going back and forth. It was you know a slight text roasted session. But for the most part, we don't have a video, so I'm waiting till tomorrow morning. If something happens tomorrow morning, because DJ Head said tomorrow's supposed to be nice, so usually that's either something coming from Drake camp, which he's not in the Drake camp. He's affiliated with Kendrick, but he did predict something with Drake, and that happened. I think something to that effect. He predicted something with Drake, or he had it on good word that someone's having with Drake, and then Drake released like within that time frame. But then, anyway, I don't know. I'm just waiting to see what happens because he's been spot on, and if you check his commentary on the battle, he gives you the most balanced insight of Kendrick's mindset. So probably the video. So that's what I'm wondering, Tommy. If he comes with the video, then what I've been saying is a moot point, right? Because I'm saying he went through all of that, and then they've been saying, oh, he's coming with an album, and he hasn't even been actively working the record. So hopefully, because I've been hearing him talk about the video, but hopefully we'll see, man. We'll see. But again, shout out to the Negro League baseball stats being officially recognized by Major League Baseball, which is the reason for tonight's fit. The Chicago American Giants. Shout out to Rube Foster. Again, my man Ty killed it. My man Ty Mathis killed it. And I can't even tell you how proud I am of my guy. I'm gonna do a series on here one day about his storytelling with I got about at least 10, 15 Negro League baseball caps that he did. The storytelling is immaculate, right? And then let me show y'all something else that I caught from him real quick, and then we're gonna get out of here seriously. I'll show y'all these. I like celebrating dopeness in us, right? So he is doing these hats for Chicago White Sox for their homestand games. So this was the first one released. So the White Sox sit on like 35th and State, 35th and Wentworth, I think. 35th and Wentworth. And when you're on that bridge, or even if you're at the stadium, the skyline of the city, just insane. So that's kind of what this gray represents. This sand represents the lakefront. If you ever at like the lakefront at 35th, which is a short drive from Comiskey Park down there, from Comiskey Park to the lakefront, it's like a short drive. It's like less than 5 minutes to get there. But this is what that represents: the sand at the lakefront. The silver kind of represents like the water. And this camera is not like, that's not even doing it justice. I don't know if y'all can see. There it is. How dope this is. The detail, right? And then the patch. I don't know if y'all can see that. Man, that's just incredible. The detail. So proud of my man Ty for that. He did this hat also. And then this one is Oak Street Beach. So you got the two-tone for the water, the brown button for the sand, and then you see the highlights in here of the sand for the sand. So this is White Sox. But he has, again, I like celebrating us, man. This is a black man. That two-tone is insane. I got something that I could fit this up with to get a fit off. There's a couple different ways I could play it, but this is just the detail, fam. Jesus Christ, man. Shout out to my man Ty. Oh, on the side, look at that patch. Yeah, just insane. So shout out to him because I don't know too many black designers that get to have their release with the hometown baseball team. Like the White Sox need something to pop off for them anyway, but I just celebrate cats, man, because Don C got like creative director for the Bulls. I don't know how well that's going, but I know he's over there. And then I know Joe Fresh Goods last year, he did something with the White Sox. Was that last year or 2 years ago? Which included one of these. So it's like, this is why one of the reasons why I get upset when people talk about Chicago, because they talk about stuff they don't know about. You don't know what's going on here. Do you know how big this is? This is a kid from the West Side that got to do this. They got their own bobblehead with the White Sox. That's insane. That's insane. So that's what I'm saying. It's a lot that's going on that's good with us that we need to celebrate and that we need to expose these kids to know that they can do it. You can design dope fitted with New Era and have your joint at Comiskey Park. You can be creative, be dope, be you, and not compromise. You ain't got to get out here and sell drugs. Just apply yourself to supply your wealth. Anyway, I'm out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. Hey, Tommy, all summer long, man, I'm gonna be showing y'all what's really kind of going on in the city. Man, don't even let me get into my Hebrew bag. This piece right here, Kayla Mahaffey, this statue right here, this is heavy too. I don't want to, dang, hold on. This is heavy. I've showed y'all this before. This one is called Self-Destruction. This is a sister from the south side of Chicago that did this. She has a really dope piece of artwork. Every time I go to the roastery downtown Chicago, look at the details on this stuff. I got a certificate of authenticity for this too. But every time I go to the roastery downtown, I have to see this piece of artwork. She has, the siren that they talk about, the mermaid, the siren in the sea. That's the logo for Starbucks, and she has it reimagined as a black woman. It is absolutely amazing. So I love celebrating people from the crib that's really winning. So that's why I get so tight when we talking about Chicago and all people want to talk about is the gunplay. No, it's people here that's really doing some really dope stuff and they really are winning. So those are the things that I choose to focus on and celebrate. So again, shout out to my man Ty, shout out to Kayla Mahaffey, and my man Damon Lamar. Shout out to him. He hand embellished that one for me. So we're going to get out of here for real. And then I will holler at y'all on the next one. If that video drops, Tommy, if that video drops, I'm coming right back here in the morning and we're going to chop it up. We're going to chop it up. Whatever happens tomorrow morning, if it's something with Kendrick Lamar or something worth discussing, we're going to chop it up. Again, I'm not a huge Bear fan. Who's that? Willie coming in here. Shout out to you. I'm not a huge Bears fan, but I did get this joint. But I will show you something. Hold on. I will show you something something else that Ty did. That's kind of dope. Oh. So this one, I don't know if you can see that, but this material, it's like like a teddy bear or something like that. That's what it feels like. Like this material, it feels like the blanket that you would use like when you go down there to Soldier Field. Yeah, that's what that feels like. It's not that I'm not a huge Bears fan as much as I'm just still kind of not on the NFL for the whole Kaepernick. I know Kaepernick settled. I know the boycott is over. I know it's back to business as usual. Jay-Z told y'all we got to move on from the kneeling and all that other stuff. You know, I get it. I'm just still kind of not on that, so I'm okay. I ain't been missing out on nothing since I ain't been watching the NFL. Uh, and I do got a couple of Bear pieces, but anything that I got that's Bears related is still tied into somebody black. Like somebody black designed it, somebody black sold it, or carried it, or something like that. So my dollar, everything is gonna tie into something black. This coffee shop and this shirt supports a black-owned nonprofit business. Um, Shoot, my socks. Listen, let me get out of here, man. One day we gonna have that conversation around what that book that sister wrote, where her family lived an entire year. Is this it? No. Her and her family lived an entire year buying black soap, black detergent, black underwear, black socks, black grocery stores, like everything black. And I just think there's something to be said about group economics and real economic empowerment. But we can't get into L. Nixon. I think you'll appreciate this, and we'll have to get into this one day. We can't get into that part of the discussion until we bring families and community back. You need families to fuel the community, and the communities are the one that push the agenda, that fuel the agenda. So with that, again, I appreciate y'all, man. Love, respect, and gratitude. Please say what's up to one another. Hit the like button on your way out. Please, please, please do something nice for somebody else and expect nothing else in return, man. We're going to be back at it to have conversations around lessons learned from this kerfuffle. I'm going to structure it a little bit better so that so it's not just me with a conscious stream of thought. We can actually extract the lessons and how to apply that in everyday life. Like Tommy B was saying, the power of silence, being strategic, being disciplined, having a plan, executing that plan, and living with the results. The fact that Kendrick has went back silent, radio silent, we just don't hear from him. That's amazing to me. This is the time where most people would be on stage, gloating, celebrating, ha ha, nanny boo boo, all that stuff. So, yeah, I agree with you, Joey. We on the same. Joey, I don't have access to my vinyl. Joey, I promise you, we on the same page. I've been a Kendrick Lamar fan since Overly Dedicated. My favorite song off that Overly Dedicated and Kendrick Lamar EP is P&P. I'm going through something with life, but Patron make you feel all right. Yeah, that era. Section 80, Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, Unreleased, Untitled. What came after that? Black Panther or Damn? Not a fan of Damn. Not a fan of Black Panther. Not a fan of the Untitled, Unreleased. But Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, man. I'll take a strike for the first, if they hit me with it, for the first couple of bars of this song. I don't care what y'all say. Call me whatever. This joint.
I'm sensitive. I feel everything. I feel everybody. One man standing on two words. Heal everybody.
Yeah, man. That joint. Yeah. I'm with you with K Dot, man. I'm with you, I promise. But make sure you subscribe, like the channel, help me get the subscriber count up, share the video, all these things. Tell them it's a big old 50-year-old beta simp hoe stud over here talking hip hop like he knows something. All right. And I'll holler at y'all. Love, peace, and gratitude always, family. All right. Peace in the Middle East.